All right, we are live.
Oh, this is live?
Everybody. Hello.
Shoot.
How's everybody doing there? I see Beyond Peril. I see Atulia. Not to be confused with Atulia 5. It's just Atulia, guys.
Yep.
Don't get too excited.
Who's
Hello.
that Lovecraft Tapes guy?
Hello. All right, we're going to get the session going here. Hi, Cheerio. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, NyQuil, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Good bit.
We
Thanks, that one weird kid. Just subscribe.
Oh,
Subscribe so nicely.
It's so weird to subscribe. But it's so
like,
cool.
subscribe, smash it, like,
be in the club.
subscribe.
Be in the definitely not cult. Nope.
Yeah.
Definitely not cult club.
No. Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys.
Okay.
Welcome to the Lovecraft Tapes podcast. This is Case 15, The Crosses. Thanks, Beyond Peril, for subscribing. I am Jeremy, your keeper of arcane lore, and we play Call of Cthulhu, a role-playing game filled with cosmic horror, existential dread, and a wind that whistles through the eaves of your house like a distant memory of when you could whistle before you lost your lips in the great war you don't like to talk about, mainly because you don't have lips. Your investigators of the unknown are Brian as Ben.
All right, shrooms, come and get your love.
I like it.
They're gonna get it.
Never gonna get it. No, it's different.
Nope.
Matt as Kyle.
Fuck.
I'm seeing a recurring theme here. Thank you, Mama Cryptid, for subscribing. And Lupine as Rosa.
I don't have a lot. I got sick. I don't have a lot.
I got sick.
No lips. No lip service. Don't pay any lip service to Lupine.
Yeah, that's right.
Welcome, players. How's everybody doing tonight? Matt, I know you just got blazingly out of work. Well, I've been here just sipping a nice hazelnut KBS.
Kick butt slap. KBS.
Yeah.
There's only one person around to slap asses, and that's Kyle.
That's Kyle.
That guy, yeah.
He puts up a puffy hand. Hey, that's my job.
Matches the puffy coat.
Oh.
Well, guys, every year, every spring, I should say, it's very fun when spring arrives because
It's a hype train.
it's a hype train. Where's a hype train? I don't see a hype train.
No springs.
I see some cheers or something.
It's bits. Yeah.
It's bits. Yep.
We just finished the first level of the hype train
Oh shit!
because
let's do
everybody subscribed at once.
it. Nice.
We're
Thanks,
now
guys.
0% of the way to a level 2 hype train.
Oh,
Woohoo!
whatever that is. Well, guys, it's
Love
always
it.
fun every year when spring arrives because it brings new wildlife to our backyard. But we're careful to keep our distance from any territorial predators that may be unfamiliar. What's the strangest or most dangerous run-in you've had with a wild animal during your lifetime?
Ooh.
Speak for yourself, sir. I was with my friends. I was probably about like 13, and we had this we had this clubhouse thing. It was far less. I mean, we did indeed have rocks for a roof. We literally took 2 pieces of plywood and like staple gunned them together or something. But anyway, we were cool, man. And and we were sitting up there because we built a few like benches. And all of a sudden, like I looked down, I was on like a trestle bench at 2 levels, and I looked down. There's a raccoon just looking at me. I ran down that field so fucking fast.
But raccoons are cute and cuddly.
Nice.
Yeah, they are.
They are, yes. And I was not into rabies at the moment.
Yep. I don't blame you one bit. Brian, Matt, what do you guess?
Yeah, I got 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do the quick one first
Yeah,
because
to
I
what?
don't have a good memory of it. But I was young, went camping with the family, and I don't even remember where it was at. But we had a black bear outside our tent in the middle of the night. We tied our food up, but he climbed the tree and got the food. So we were in a panic because he didn't leave for like an hour and a half from our campsite. So we couldn't go out. It was so hot in a tent because everybody's in there panicking. So not fun. That was not a good time. But my personal one, first time becoming a homeowner on my own, and I was renovating the house, having the house renovated, and I went out to my garage and was just looking around. Everything's new, right? You want to see what you have. Opened this sliding panel of wood that was near the back of the garage. Didn't know what it was. And as soon as I opened it, a possum rolled out, probably the size of maybe a golden retriever. That's what it seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
It was huge. And it turned at me and went... And I think I was in the house and didn't touch the ground the entire way. Come to find out that was an exhaust vent, and my house was used as a car painting booth, the garage was. So he was all nestled in there because he was safe from outside, but still tucked away like a little nest.
Nice.
So,
nice.
but oh man, scared the
No
hell
doubt.
out of me.
With me too. Matt, what do you got?
So my house backs up to a decent sized chunk of woods behind it. So we get all sorts of, standard Michigan woodland creatures. I see deer on a regular basis, rabbits. There's only one animal that I know is out there, but I've only ever managed to run into twice. And one time was when I was out in the back. I was maybe like 15 or 16 at the time. And me and my friends were out wandering through the woods back there, as you do when you're that age, when we accidentally stumbled upon a coyote who I'm not sure who was more scared at that point, him or us, but we screamed and then he made some sort of weird noise. And then all I remember is running like there was no tomorrow back to the house to slam the door shut.
He's like, hey guys.
Did you make like the goofy scream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next time you went out, did you wear some of those coyote pursuits? Have you seen them for dogs with the spikes?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they work or whatever, but they look hilarious.
All right. So I've got 2 because Brian had 2. I got 2. The one I was thinking of.
You got to what?
The one I wrote about was when I was a teenager, probably like, I don't know, 13, 14, something like that. We lived out in the boonies, so we often amused ourselves by building forts or jumping bikes over dirt ramps and crashing and breaking our bikes. But one summer, we stupidly decided to excavate soil for a makeshift swimming pool. Just in the middle of a field. And while digging, we unearthed these curious golf ball sized oblong objects that were tough and leathery. Come to find out, we had uncovered a snake nest, and some of the eggs were hatching.
Yeah.
So needless to say, the pool project was eventually abandoned, and before Mama could come back. So that's the one I remember was like one of the most nerve-wracking things. Because I don't mind snakes, but I don't want to be anywhere near them. I don't have a fear of them, but I just don't want to be anywhere near them, right?
Unpredictability.
And of course, you're always raised with like, oh my God, rattlesnakes, even though rattlesnakes don't have eggs. They do it internally, but other snakes do. So the second thing was the coyote thing reminded me. Juliet and I, my wife and I, were in Phoenix playing golf one early morning. We had an early morning tee time. And we're like on one of the holes. And of course, I hit the ball a little bit further than she does. So she's back a little ways with the golf cart. And I look over and there's like about 20 yards away, this dog trotting up. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. I hope, immediately I'm like, oh, I hope it's not, vicious or whatever. So I get in the golf cart and I head back towards her. And she's like walking up to like pet the dog. And it's like being like kind of curious. And I get close enough. I'm like, Juliet, don't, that's a coyote. It was a coyote. But he was like just very curious what we were doing out there so early.
He probably gets fed.
I
on
mean,
the
they have
second
no
hole.
food.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
It was in the middle of Phoenix, so it was sort
Yeah.
of like, you know,
Yeah.
even though there's a
Yeah.
lot of wildlife and things.
Oh, you don't have any food?
We did see
Yeah.
scorpions on one golf course, but they were really super tiny.
They're very small.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. But still
But
poisonous.
very deadly.
Very, yeah, they can be.
Yes.
All right,
I saw
well,
a coyote once up here.
once.
Yeah. But it was far away
Good. Keep them
because
far
they're not
away.
around up here.
And in a book. But I saw it.
Yeah. It counts.
It was in the
That was
Encyclopedia
real.
Britannica.
It was real, I think. Probably. I haven't seen it again. I didn't see it move, so I don't know.
Pixar didn't happen.
Listeners, if you would like to drop us a letter from beyond, please visit lovecrafttapes.com anytime and fill out our contact form. We accept thoughtful criticism, thirsty praise, and even belly scritches, but only for 15 seconds, because anything longer than that will lash out with our fangs and claws to latch onto your hand, but immediately recoil once we draw blood.
You have to be sure to give snacks.
Yeah.
Yes, we need snacks. Guys, I have some good news. We have
We have
letters.
snacks?
We have
Yes.
we got letters up the wazoo this time around. I don't know
Yeah,
what
but those
happened.
aren't
Oh.
snacks.
Uh,
You can't
the-
eat letters.
some of these are snack size. So Terry the Powerful on Twitter says, "Just finished case 13 and I have literal tears in my eyes when Jeremy summed up what happened to everyone. I'm gonna miss Roy so much."
Yeah.
We will too, Terry.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing that. Hopefully, Gabe will get the message that he is
Yeah.
doubly missed now.
Triply.
Mm-hmm.
Triply.
Tripoli. All right. Now we have something a little more on the serious side.
Oh.
Again, the Crimson Owl wrote,
I like
"Dear
that name,
Mr.
too.
Jeremy Boomstick Johnson, I'm a very avid fan of your work. I've listened to every episode of the Lovecraft Tapes, and I am fully caught up. It's unfortunate that Gabe is no longer with the group. If you can, tell him thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me such wonderful moments of joy and laughter. Unfortunately, I'm coming at you with some criticism for the show. Look, I get that you're passionate about politics, but let's be real for a sec. Bringing that into a real play podcast is like mixing oil and water. You're just asking for trouble. People come to your podcast to escape reality and dive into the world of Lovecraft, not to get all riled up about the latest political drama. By telling your audience to tune out if they don't like it, you're basically giving them the finger and saying their opinions don't matter. That's a one-way ticket to losing fans and hurting your brand. So do everyone a favor and keep the politics out of it, all right? Stick to what your fans came for, the Lovecraft content, and watch your community thrive. I have listened to you guys for many years, and I love you guys very much, but this mindset is not the way to build a community." So, Crimson Owl, thank you for your criticism. I appreciate that. And I totally get it if it's not your cup of tea. I am someone who cannot sit idly by when evil is being done in the world. And so I feel that I need to speak up to whoever and wherever and whenever I want. It may be something that riles people or they feel it doesn't belong in this type of content, but to be honest, it's pervasive. It's everywhere we go, and it's even more so these days. So, on one hand, I totally understand where you're coming from, and I totally sympathize if you'd rather skip over that part. That's fine too. I kind of sneak it in occasionally, but I can't apologize for it. I've always been that way. I hate bullies. I hate people who
You
take
hate people.
advantage. I hate people who take advantage of other people. So I have to speak up. I don't like it, and I can't shut up. I'm sorry.
And give him a break. He did recently have to stop drinking Bud Light, and it's probably not sitting too well.
Well, it's also starting a conversation, though. You know what I mean?
It can be.
Because he responded to us, letting us know his feelings. So we actually started a conversation instead of screaming at each other for once.
Yeah.
So that's a plus.
And of course, my sense of my point of view is I can't get up on a soapbox and talk politically in a serious fashion. To me, taking the gas out of somebody with satire is the way to do it. And so typically that, even if it does seem a little needly or maybe even mean-spirited, I direct those things at people who I believe are doing humanity a disservice. It's that simple. So I absolutely understand your point of view, and I used to feel that way. I don't anymore. I'm sick of people being hurt. But by the same point, I thank you for listening, and I thank you for the kind words for Gabe and the rest of us. So,
Absolutely.
I hope you continue to listen. Thank you. All right. Next letter is from Mick Cope, our old buddy, Patreon supporter. Just thought I'd let you know how much I'm enjoying the new case. It was quite the change of pace at first, but now I've really gotten invested in the new characters. With the weirdness being cranked up, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. Lupine is a nice addition to the cast, seamlessly blending into your hilarious interactions. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Mick. Appreciate that. And finally, a letter from Dalius Samulis, as of today, actually. I love the show, and it saddens me when I finally catch up, as I just crave some more. I'll be missing the Arroyo brothers, but I'm looking forward to all the upcoming cases.
Me too.
Thank you, Dalius. Appreciate that.
You.
Thank you to everyone who sent in letters.
Yep.
It was sort of like the floodgates opening up, like it would just get a bunch all at once, which
that's
is
great.
Amazing. I appreciate that. Thanks, guys.
At least we know there's still 4 people listening.
Yes, exactly.
Thanks, guys. Just kidding, everybody watching. We know you're watching, but you're not listening. You're just watching.
All right. This show is brought to you in part by our generous fans and supporters on patreon.com/Lovecraft Tapes. And it is time to thank those folks. I'm going to take a drink of water.
Thanks, folks. I got it. I got you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
Jeremy's
here we go.
Here we go.
Say the names while drinking the water, Jeremy.
I thought you were going to do like a puppet.
Ashy slashy.
Oh, my.
Make sure your tray tables are in their upright and closed position.
Put your head between your knees.
Thank you.
Yep.
If you're missing a rib, good for
arms
you.
And arms and legs inside the
vehicle at all
times, unless you don't want to, because I'm not your mother.
Because you're sick of that hand. All right, thank you to Jordy Rose, Barry Robeson, Atulia, Brownie Davis, James Mayo, Elizabeth Grieve, Chris Parker, Kyle Sherman, John Scarcella, Huge Pie, The Frilled Shark, Amanda Power, Little Rowan Plays, Jefferson Bell, Eric Zane, Olda Bookert, Mitch L., Andrew Petty, Eric Phillips, Frank Delventhal, Malambra 57, Snow, Daniel Caprone, Dom Driver, Ripley Iwan, Discordiant, Robert Jameson, Boston Harbor Horror Presents, Wouter Vermeyen, Horst Draper, Liz Moonberry, Stephen Gregory, Prophet of Woe, Flix Capacitator, Chainsaw Unicorn, Shelley DM, David Winterman, Captain Vashton, Peter VDB, James Brown, Ineptus the Stardust, Davinia Von Zarevich, Matthew, Ori Taco, Shane Stoley, Ruined Ashes, Brindle Stubbs, Luke Corbin, Kevin C., A.E. Jonesy, Phoenix Black, hey Phoenix, Marty Dixon, J. Clark, J.R., Ba Tran, Oddity, Rolling Boxcar, Sean McConnell, Jeffrey Young, Bifford, Holden Oman, Some Dude, Phil Campbell, Justin Levac, Nicholas Hutto, John Kodapasic, Kevin G, Mick Cope, thanks for the letter, Robert Lamb, Ryan Hill, Jehovah's Thickness, Steve L., Tomas, Benjamin King, Surriton Wizard of Isinglass, Rich Pogue, I Got Walls and a Roof, Matt's sister, literally, John Caballero, Smegmus Grundlegunge, and Jeff Howie. Thank you guys. Appreciate all the moolah.
Grundlegunge. Love it.
It's a
New
fun
card to add to the Cards Against Humanity deck.
Yes, that would be amazing. That'd be fun to play live once with the 4 of us.
Absolutely.
I wonder if literally Matt's sister is not literally Matt's
No, it's literally
what
Matt's
actually-
sister.
It's literally
It's
Matt's
No,
Liz.
it is in fact my older sister. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hi,
good.
hi, literally Matt's sister.
Literally. Before we begin, we need to take a quick commercial break.
Your neck.
All right, let's get this done.
Get her done.
All right, Brian, you're selling to me, baby.
I don't like babies.
Sell me a baby.
I'm not selling you babies. Hey, sir,
Yes.
have you ever wanted your own baby?
Oh God, yes. I've been trying, but I had the rib removed and everything, but nothing works.
Nothing worked? Oh, well, have I got a deal for you?
Oh, I love
open
deals.
up my trench coat.
Let me get my coupon. Your trench coat's free. How much for the trench coat?
Nope, not yet.
Oh.
Not yet.
Oh.
Baby first.
Baby first, then trench coat. Oh,
Correct.
baby's in a trench coat.
Yep. I'm 6 babies in a trench coat.
I'll buy you.
Only the 5th one's for sale.
Oh, okay. Which one's that? I can only count to
The
5,
one with the
so-
weak knees? Because he can barely hold himself.
God. Oh, do you have anything with maybe in a later model?
I'll tell you what. I've got something real early. These are a nice little tube that you just need to incubate for about 8 months.
What is that there? Can I shake it up a little bit?
No. Okay, let me take that. I have a tube here for you. You just need to incubate for 8 months. Don't shake it.
Oh, I absolutely will not shake it, but I
Okay.
will sniff it if that's okay with you.
Oh, of course.
Oh, that smells like fresh baby.
Yes.
This is going straight to my
Oh,
head. I'm
this
starting a
is-
little dizzy.
This is getting creepy. So, baby is free.
Baby's free, but how much for the tube?
Tube is free.
Oh,
But I
the
could
catch.
interest you in possibly an incubator.
oh, yes.
For that baby?
Well, I do have, yes, because my octopus is
And?
running low. So I need some additional ink.
Yep. This beauty right here will set you back only $999,999.
Is that American
But
dollars?
we have a payment plan with Kalma.
Calamari?
4 easy payments,
Oh, yes.
and don't look at the fine print.
Okay, don't look at the
Cool.
fine print.
Right, because if you do, we have to include your soul along with the payments.
That's
Did
actually
you look?
fine.
Did you look?
Full disclosure, I did not look, but I don't have a soul. So
Oh, good.
is that a
Because
problem?
nothing in that tube does either.
Oh, well, no, of course not. I mean, we
So-
already knew that because of the Pope.
Like father, like baby.
Oh, God. What? Maybe this is my baby. It was meant to be. It's divine. What do you call it when they're getting impregnated by the God?
By the God, divine intervention?
No.
Divine pregnancy?
You got Jesus?
Immaculate conception.
It's immaculate conception, right
conception.
here.
Yeah, it's
and
more fun to say you got
immaculate
Jesus, though.
that's
Jesus.
the catch line. You've been Jesus.
And that's our product.
Immaculate conception, and I didn't even have to remove a rib. This is great.
But you already did.
Well,
Hey,
I mean,
one
another
more
rib.
thing. One more thing.
Yes,
Would you like to buy a rib?
I would like to buy a rib.
Okay,
Is it a McRib? Because I hear those are in
Oh.
high demand right now.
Yeah, but I took all the barbecue sauce off.
Oh, okay. Well, that's actually not a problem. See, I'm yes-anding here. It's
Thanks.
not a problem that you took all the barbecue sauce on because I actually am allergic to onions, garlic, ketchup, tomatoes, and or olive oil, and basically anything that's in barbecue sauce.
You probably shouldn't have sniffed that baby then.
Oh, well, I thought it smelled like a McRib with all the barbecue sauce
Yeah.
removed.
Thanks for the money. Yoink!
All right, well, I'll just take this baby back to the McRib factory and do a power wash on it. So does that mean
I think I
barbecue
might
sauce-
want my
Are
baby
you still
back.
here?
Baby back. I want my baby back. And your ribs.
All right, here you go. Aww.
That was a long way to get to the baby back joke.
Barbecue sauce.
Hey,
Barbecue
He's allergic.
sauce. And we're back.
I'm front.
You know, if you purchase that product and or service overseas, they sell wildly different variations you can't get here in the States. What's your favorite Japanese flavor?
Oh, wasabi. By far, wasabi.
Sake is pretty damn good if you can find it. It's a little harder to find.
The
though.
sake to me.
Yeah.
Godzilla.
Oh my god, that's hard to find. I've been looking for that for 3 months.
Yeah, and they're rather large too.
Yeah.
Oh
Euphemism.
no. There goes
That's what she
Tokyo.
said.
No,
I got a Godzilla. I'll trade you if you have a
Ooh, blood
Mothra.
orange. Mhm.
Go, go, go,
Well-
Godzilla.
You know, despite my doctor's insistent demands to cut back, I simply cannot resist the kiwi snake egg combination. It's my favorite guilty pleasure.
Cobra!
Cobra Kai!
Damn it, Destro!
G.I. Joe.
Yep.
Jojo.
Yep.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Jose, a
Good
real
job.
Mexican hero. Hey kids, you want to buy some oranges?
No, because that's racist. Not
It
the
is-
oranges.
It is time, my friends, to play Case 15. Tape 10. Pulling
I
a
thought
Tape
black
10.
tooth.
But
You sure this is 10?
something's wrong with tape 10s.
Yeah? Why?
Okay.
is.
I thought it was.
Tape 11.
Yeah.
I might just be crazy.
Yeah.
You,
Strike
you-
that. I am crazy.
you guys cool? All right.
It's because we had that week off, is why. Because I'm crazy.
Previously on the Lovecraft tapes.
Do it.
Heroes aren't born. They are forged in the fires of adversity. Courageous personalities who step up to meet a challenge few others would dare face. Ben, Rosa, and Kyle convene at Herb's store, where they recover the myconazole powder that Alden August ordered. Ranger Rickenbacker arrives to transport them to the mountaintop, where they hope to poison the mountain's springs and rid their small village of the fungal threat. But while gearing up at the station, they run afoul of a sinister force. Is this the end for our intrepid teenagers? Or will fate intervene yet again to help these three unlikely heroes complete their quest?
Come on, Fate.
Depends. Does
You can
Jeremy
do
have the GM cheats little box ticked still where he rolls really well and we don't?
We're about to find out. Investigators. You stand at the top of the ranger station's staircase, watching down in helpless dread as fungus-covered tendrils snake up the steps toward the four of you. Further below, at the bottom, a growing patch of crimson toadstools seems to ebb and flow like the lapping waters of a hungry ocean whose depths are yet unknown. The ranger quickly turns back to you, pointing at the station office. Come on, the hatch. We can use the emergency ladder.
Ooh, wicked smart.
Everyone roll dexterity.
Sanity. No!
We're starting right off heavy.
Hey!
I needed a 50. I rolled a 38. That's a success.
I needed an 80. I rolled a 34. That's a hard success. Lupine went and got a
There we go.
Hey, look, I succeeded with a 34 under a 50.
Hey, look, I did something.
Nicely done,
Look
guys.
what I can do.
And that's
Everybody,
the show. We win. Everybody goes home safe. Thank
Yep,
you.
we
Good
did.
night.
Shortest episode ever.
everybody succeeded on their dexterity roll, and Ben, of course, succeeded the best. So the ranger is first to act and turns back, quickly opens the office door, and rushes in. Excuse me.
No.
Ben is quick to scrabble backwards and manages to essentially hang on to the coattails of the ranger and enters in, followed closely by Lupine and Kyle. Now, Lupine, you, as you're going in, you cast a glance behind. Why don't you give me a spot hidden, please?
Why, certainly.
There it is.
Right there. Oh, I failed that with a 52 over a 25.
Just flip those numbers around and you're fine.
Right.
52, 25. Yeah, so you actually, Kyle outdistances you by just mere inches, and you're left at the rear of this procession heading back into the station. And you cast a glance behind just as one of the tendrils snaps mere centimeters from your eye. You feel the air puff at you, and you wonder for a moment. Yeah, check for glaucoma. But you wonder if, like, did it just spread spores on you?
Oh shit!
Pink eye.
Not again! Not again!
And you immediately scramble into the station and slam the door behind you.
You got lucky.
And of course, everybody's in there breathing heavily, including the
Gee, thanks,
ranger.
Justin.
Kill her.
I love you too.
Bye.
So you guys have a couple seconds here to talk amongst yourselves.
Kyle, what weapon did you pick?
Oh, I have a brush torch.
Brush torch, that's right. All right.
I'm
I have a
tempted to just
machete.
open the door and
Rosa has the axe.
I do.
And Ranger Rick has the hunting rifle. I took notes.
Yes.
We did not put any of that in our inventory, though, I don't believe.
Oh.
I put mine in my inventory.
I put mine in.
I don't think I put mine in my inventory, though.
Okay.
I corrected that quickly. Machete. I can't get to my keyboard.
So, I don't know.
Start strategizing.
Yep.
Yes,
But meantime, you have a couple minutes here, just a couple seconds to actually role play. So.
Oh, that was close. Sorry.
Do we...
I'm totally ready to just light this thing up and let them have it. Come on.
Yeah.
Guys, we need to be strategic about this, guys.
Yeah, strategically let me burn these things.
I don't know that how effective we're gonna be. I mean, Kyle, you should probably be pretty effective, but like I don't know that the ice axe or the machete are gonna be that effective. And it's or the rifle.
Rosa, I think we might need to like maybe cover Kyle.
Yeah.
To make sure nothing gets to him if he's burning stuff.
Yeah, I guess we could each stand on like one side.
And swing at Kyle.
Yes.
Chop, chop.
Yeah. Do that wrestling move.
It's only a flesh wound.
Where they bring their hands. Yeah.
And Ranger, just to reiterate real quick, the Ranger said there's a hatch to go, I'm assuming, up onto the roof. Or was the hatch?
Well, you're not quite sure yet.
Oh, okay.
We're still in the role-playing phase.
Gotcha.
Ranger.
That's part of my role play, so I wanted to see.
Where's the hatch?
So the three of you quickly discuss how you might attack these things. And then
Yeah.
Rosa turns around to Ranger Rickenbacker to ask, where's the hatch? And you see Ranger Rickenbacker standing next to a hatch in the floor and a ladder leading down.
Okay.
Sir, we don't want to go underground. That's where they're at.
No, guys, we can get down this way. Come on, follow me. And he heads down.
Oh,
Guys,
man,
I don't
was
think we
looking
should
forward-
go down.
You could aim up with your brush torch, right?
Guys, are we sure
I mean, yeah, I could,
Ranger
like,
Rick is good
over
to
my
go?
head.
Listen to me. Are we sure that Ranger Rick is good?
I mean, I don't know.
Good
Why would he want us to go underground?
Because that's
to
the
get out of
safest
here.
place.
It's not underground, Brian.
Oh, that's
A
you
ra-
said down.
A ranger station is usually elevated, like a fire watch.
Oh,
That's what we
okay.
established
So it's
before.
shooting at us from way down.
You talking about the
Tentacle thingy?
tendrils?
Yeah.
Tendrils
Tendril.
crept up the steps.
Oh, okay.
I would like to take the ice axe and through the internet smack Justin in the face.
I'll allow it, but just this
Okay.
once.
Okay.
Have at it, guys.
Justin, you need to go find an ice axe to smack yourself in the face with.
That's your job.
Now that I have a vision of where we're actually at and what's happening. Okay, guys. In order for Kyle to be effective, we got to be on level ground. The tendrils aren't going to do anything if he burns those. It needs to spread. The fire needs to spread.
Do
So
we
you're saying I should light this place on fire?
Probably, but let's get out first.
Well, we should probably get Ranger Rick out too. I
Burn
mean,
Ranger Rick?
Ranger Rick is
Okay,
already halfway
I
down
mean,
the
He's
ladder.
already gone. Yeah, he's out. He's a protective adult.
Kids, come on. Quit screwing around
right.
up there.
I'm heading to the ladder,
Do
and
we know how to get where we need to go?
he does.
Yeah. Ranger Rickenbacker does.
He's the one taking us, but we don't have anything now. It's all in the cars. So we need to put a plan together.
Okay. So yeah, I guess let's follow
So
him.
we might need to burn our way to the car to get the powder, because otherwise,
Ac-
You guys head
actually,
down.
let's revamp here. So the car was going to go no further. It stays here.
we
right?
need to get
Yeah.
to the car to get the powder.
You have it.
Oh,
You have it. You use the station to completely gear up. That's where you get all the
Okay.
stuff. You each have a pack, and inside the pack is the myconazole.
oh, good, perfect. I thought we had left it in the car to go
Yeah,
into the
I
station.
remember.
Did
I
you?
remember leaving it in the
Yes.
car.
Okay,
Yes.
we could do that.
We
Yeah.
could do that.
Yeah, we
Okay.
were going to grab it, and then you said no, just go inside, and so we just
Right.
went inside.
Could we
Interesting.
just
Okay.
like shake with like salt in front of us?
They're not snails.
Not snails.
That you
Well,
know
no,
of.
when
You don't
we're
know.
when we're like when we see them, can we try to shake it on them? Can we make it rain, basically?
We could try it. But with salt. I got some of my eyes.
Always put salt in your eyes.
Kids, are you coming?
I'm already- He's running away.
Hurry up!
I'm already halfway up the mountain.
Oh, there we go. All right. I get to the ladder. I go down. Come on, guys. We got to hustle.
All right, let's go.
Do the
I
hustle.
guess it's time to turn and burn.
Let Kyle go last.
Okay.
As
Sounds
they're
good.
going down, I'm gonna light off the brush torch and just up and down the walls and back and forth, and then I'm gonna head down to see if I can't get the place to burn down on our way down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll
All
for
right.
sudden death.
Yeah. Well, that'd be a fun roll, wouldn't it?
Set
Yeah,
shit
it
on
would.
fire.
Roll
Do
for
you have that
arson.
Roll.
Yeah. Roll for arson, baby. Let's see, Kyle. You got the brush torch there.
I do.
Yep. So we'll say that it's probably not much for you. So let's just do. How about a submachine gun roll? And just don't like, fumble.
I needed a 15. I rolled a 59, which is a failure, but not a fumble.
Cool. So we'll say that Kyle pulls the trigger on the brush torch just as some of the tendrils start breaking the windows into the enclosed office of the station and begin to snake inside, and the he tries to burn the tendrils directly, but it gives a little bit of a kick. It comes out much hotter than he expected, and so he kind of jerks back slightly, and it catches the roof on fire.
Kyle, do you still have your eyebrows?
I think he
That's
just
not
started the
important
best
right
party in
now.
the world because the roof is on fire.
Yeah, this party is lit.
We don't need no water.
Let that mother.
So, yeah, before you know it, Kyle, just as you're backing up towards the hatch, the roof goes up like that. In no time flat, it
Fuck.
just is an inferno because the roof is clearly older and dried out from the sun, and it's an inferno right now.
The Disco Inferno.
Yeah, it is.
Meanwhile, Ben and Lupine are about
Having a
halfway down
picnic.
the ladder.
Mm.
Would you like
We're
some
roasting
cheese?
marshmallows by the light of the burning building.
You guys are climbing down and you just hear from above you, shit, 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 shit.
We start covering ourselves. No.
Yeah.
I made a boo-boo. You guys might want to go
I
faster.
think he said he made a poo-boo. Run.
He was
Shit,
yelling the
shit,
rest
he's telling us.
A torrent of shit. And as you reach the bottom, Ranger Rickenbacker helps each of you off the ladder and points towards the car. Guys, we gotta hurry up and get that. What are those things, anyways? I've never seen anything quite like that.
They're
We
tendrils.
told you there were mushrooms.
Yeah, they're pretty.
I've seen the mushrooms. I took pictures of them, but they weren't moving.
Are they candid pictures?
Well, these ones move. Are you on the mushrooms OnlyFans?
No, I must have missed that. I don't
Only
remember.
gills.
I'll have to check the yellow pages for that.
The white pages. Ooh.
Well, look, I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but I thought I saw some people at the edge of the forest, so I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this, guys.
Yeah, we gotta go
those
quick,
are probably
sir.
the mushroom people. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
what?
gotta stay away from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're kind of. Yeah.
Okay, I clearly don't know what's going on here, but Alden
Can you
said-
help us get all the way up there to the water
We've gotta
supply?
get
Well,
to
of
the-
course.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go.
we got to get the myconazole. Come on.
Okay.
The car's just
All
right
right.
here. And
Hey.
he goes to the back of the car, grabs the myconazole, loads you up in each of your packs.
Nice.
You sure you can carry that? I mean, that's 10 pounds, Kyle.
I could carry 2 of them if you wanted. It's really
Hey,
not
Kyle,
that
can you
hard.
carry mine?
Yeah, sure.
We just load Kyle up with myconazole. Send him out into the middle of the thing.
I don't have to be fast. I just have to be faster than Kyle.
Is that canon? Is that really what you do?
No, I'm carrying mine.
I need to know.
I'm carrying
I'm
mine.
carrying mine.
All
I'm
right.
carrying mine.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job, guys. I believe we need to spread out the tasks, and if we can all pull together as a team, then we can. Oh, Jesus Christ! There's some other things. Let's go.
That was good.
So are we wearing?
Oh,
are we
where?
wearing backpacks? Like when you say
Yes.
packs, are we wearing?
Yes.
Okay.
You
So
got
I'm
some
gonna swing mine
beautiful
around
packs.
and wear it on my front.
And it's constantly
It's not a
singing.
fanny pack.
It's
Oh,
constantly
man.
singing.
It's kind of like thing.
Backpack.
Backpack.
Yeah.
Fun for a girl and a boy. All right. So if you'll draw your attention to the map
Map.
in roll
I'm
20.
not back.
So Ranger Rickenbacker says, come over here, guys. There's a very little known track. We can get over to the cabins real quick, and if there's anybody there, we can at least warn them. Something
there's
weird's
nobody
going
there.
on. What's that, Kyle?
Nothing.
If we got swarmed, I think we just have to go up the mountain.
I think we have to run.
Swarmed?
Let's check. Yep. Well, let's check the cabins first. That's a good idea.
Yes, Ben. I actually have to because the Ranger conduct requires that.
Oh, they're on the
there's
way. Yeah, sounds
immediate
good.
danger in the area. I need to definitely let them.
Yeah.
know.
We are all three of us are leaving him behind. Going, okay, that sounds good. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right,
Go
all
have
right, all right.
snacks in the
Because he's
cabins.
pulls
We're
out
all
his
three going different directions.
his easel and starts pointing to a chart.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, let's go. So he begins walking along a beaten track that looks like more like a deer track. It's very
Oh yeah.
narrow and just more than just like a single line of dirt going towards the south. So
You mean it's paved with deer? Who does
Mhm.
that?
and behind you, you hear that
Follow the deer
telltale
brick road.
hissing sound of something moving through the grass and a growing bloom of those toadstools seemingly popping up at random behind you.
Let's move fast. Let's move faster.
Yeah.
Can we
I'm
move any
picking
faster?
up my pace. I'm
gonna hang out at the back of the line, and anytime they get too close, I'm just gonna pop off the brush torch to try and push them back.
He's gonna get drunk on pop off.
Pop off?
Yeah.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Pop off and fresco.
And go ahead and give me a spy hidden, Kyle.
You found a fresco.
I needed
Hey,
a
look.
60. I rolled a 27. That's a hard success. I find a whole fucking case of fresco.
Chilled for some reason.
This fungus thing is giving you fresco?
I'm okay with that.
It's made of fresco.
Refreshing. Grapefruit.
Sponsor us,
mushrooms.
Fresca.
Grapefruit mushrooms.
Hell, maybe I'd like mushrooms then. I don't know.
Right?
So as you're popping off, these things creeping towards you, seemingly just pop, 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 pop. In the distance, back towards where you can see the ranger station now engulfed in flames. Just to the edges of that structure, you see certain patches of mushrooms. I think you saw this previously too at the Rock, but actually you ran into it, I believe. A patch of the mushrooms rises up and forms what looks to be a humanoid shape, and then dissolves back down. And then a few yards from that, another patch of mushrooms rises up and forms into what you can guess to be a cougar or a mountain lion. And then it too dissolves. And then a little bit closer to you, something rises up and forms the shape of a bear. And it too dissolves.
Guys, it's making things. We should probably hurry up.
Run like
Yeah.
the wind.
And because you rolled hard, the second
Yeah,
thing
you
you
did.
notice is
I always roll hard.
as you burn the encroaching toadstools, you see that they shrink, but then they come back to life as if they're spontaneously healing.
The water was cold.
It was the pool. I'm
My
going to need you to
mushroom
roll
came from-
sanity, Kyle. Sanity.
For the
All
cold
right.
water. Shrinkage.
I needed a 54. I rolled a 71. That's a failure.
You're going to take 1 point of sanity damage.
All
And
right.
I'm going to need a involuntary reaction from you. We're going to keep in mind, too, that you are currently down from your starting point of 60 down to 53. I think.
Damn.
And your threshold's 48 in one go. But, so far you've been just chipping away at your sanity.
That I have.
But and because it's a new day, I believe this is the first encounter,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's basically 5 in any one day, or
Yeah.
or actually day or session. So we're
Session.
starting a new
Yeah.
session right now. So, but I still need an involuntary reaction from you.
I'm just going to, as we're quickly running, I'm going to spin around and dead stop and just hold down the trigger and scream, "Get the fuck away from me!" Ah! And just wave it back and forth wildly.
The torch or
Give me a
Wait,
luck
you're
roll.
spinning around facing away
Us?
from us, right?
I
No.
needed a 43. I rolled a 36. That is a successful luck roll.
So before you can empty the full canister of the brush torch, Lupine.
Who?
Lupine. Rosa slaps her hand on your shoulder and says,
Pinkberry. Oh, no, wait.
Fresca.
what does Rosa say?
Oh,
To snap, to,
thought you were-
to
I was
snap,
ready.
Good.
to snap Kyle out of his Rambo sequence.
Kaya, we have to move. Come on, we have to stop this thing. We have to get to the top of the mountain. We have to get to the spring.
Oh, shit. No, you're right. Sorry.
Hot.
I'm telling you though, this mushrooms are doing weird things out there. I saw like they pushed up, and then there was like a person there, and then they like dissolved, and then it pushed up again, and there was like a cougar or something, and then it dissolved again, and it's just like making shit out there. And
What
I
did
don't
the
like
cougar
It's-
look like? Was she okay? Or...
it. She wasn't bad. Like a 7 maybe.
Oh, that's pretty
That was
sexist right there.
really scary. But I think we should try to get rid of these.
It's the
things.
70s, Brian. I'm allowed to
I
say
know.
that.
Well, you are loud. Guys, come on. We got to keep moving.
Okay,
Oh shit.
I'm pretty far up there. I'm close to the ranger.
I'm
Yep.
gonna like grab Kyle's shirt and pull him along with
Nice.
me.
And rub his face in the
I'm telling you, but
singed
they're there.
ground.
Yeah, we
no-
gotta go.
From here on out, Kyle, anytime you use the brush torch,
Uh-oh.
you'll need to make a luck roll. Otherwise, it will be incapacitated.
Ooh.
Okay.
It jammed.
All right.
Who brought jam?
And you
I
continue.
brought jam.
You continue
Is it
along.
boysenberry?
It is. Loganberry.
It's
Oh.
Funska. It's
Who
fun.
dares give me the raspberry?
Jam.
He starts spreading it with his knives.
Titanium.
It's delightful.
The short trek south from the ranger station is oppressive. The morning heat intensifies, as does the humidity. Tree leaves seem to drip with thick dew that is almost gelatinous. A sulfurous tint paints the air, coating the back of your throat.
Uh-oh.
Although you can hear chirping birds, chittering squirrels, and the occasional yelp of a coyote, they originate from far away. Nearer your location, all is eerily quiet. When you finally reach the clearing, you're lathered in perspiration, but the sight of the cabins causes your skin to pucker with goose pimples.
Oh my.
Each of the 4 small wooden log structures is now covered with a furry green-black lichen.
Like and subscribe.
The same thin coating blankets 5 vehicles parked all around the clearing. Nothing moves. There is no sound. Guys,
I don't
this looks
think
abandoned.
I don't think any. Yeah, I think we just
Yeah,
we
we
just need to
should,
go. We just
We'll
need to
probably
go.
keep going. I mean, there's
Well, I'm sorry,
mountain to
but
climb.
the code of Rangers is we must check. So
We're being
I suggest
we're being followed, Ranger.
I'll hold
Rick.
on to the gun.
I
You can go and check
understand.
the cabins.
I
Okay.
understand. Okay, I understand that you're all scared. This is understandable.
Sir, we don't want you to die.
I would rather not die either, Ben. And thank you for that.
Great.
Ah,
then
We've-
let's just keep
We've
going.
seen 4
But-
dead people already, sir.
There are 4 cabins and 4 of us. I suggest we
don't
simply
think-
split
I
up and
don't
just
think
quickly
you-
check to make sure there's no survivors or anybody here who needs
I think
help.
we should just go.
Wow, I'm very disappointed, Rosa. Don't you care about your fellow human?
That's why we're
they're
doing
making,
this.
They're making people sick.
Who is?
The fungus, the mushrooms, they're making people sick.
Yes, and we'll take care of them. But in the meantime, maybe these people need our help. So
You go first, and I'll sit back and watch to make sure that I know what I do.
What if
You're more
what if
experienced.
you just look in the doors real fast and we'll cover you?
oh no, we must be thorough here. I mean, what if somebody's hurt in one of the interior rooms?
How do we get into the cabins?
The front door.
Isn't it
the
completely
front door
covered?
that's covered in
Well,
lichen.
let's go up and check, shall we?
I
No, we're
wouldn't
good.
if I were you.
Don't touch that stuff, Ranger.
Yes, and?
Ranger Rick. Yeah, don't touch that.
Don't act like a normal kid. Just do it.
Oh, Ben, I know you're frightened, and in every person's life, we must put other people in front of our own.
What if you just like yell real loud and say, "Hey"?
But
is
what if
anyone
they're
here?
unconscious? Rosa, I've had training for this, and I understand that you have many questions, but
And we don't have training for
we
this.
only have 90 minutes for this scenario. So
So get your
I
asses
turn
in
away
the
from him and go
cabins
like
and start
this.
fighting.
what do you say, kids? We can quickly check and then be on our way.
Let's see. Yeah, let's go check into those cabins.
You go first. I'm going to
Ben,
watch
you
to make
sound
sure
very
that I
weird
know
and
what
robotic.
I'm doing.
It's very strange.
Yeah, I
Ben,
think
why
we
don't you
should-
stay out here and keep guard?
Fine, let's just get this over with.
Let's
You
go.
you
Let's
clearly
go.
are not
Let's-
up to
We
the
need to
task.
go. We just need to go. Okay, we're gonna check the cabins real fast, and then we're gonna go.
Yes. So are you all cool with just taking one apiece, or
Yeah, this is great. Let's go.
Kyle? You
Fine,
seem to be.
yeah.
Kyle, would you
We'll,
rather just stay out here and keep an eye on the? Maybe you could check out the vehicles, make sure no one's hurt inside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll look in the
Sure.
windows of the vehicles.
I'm open
might
to other
have-
suggestions too, but I'm giving you a very clear directive.
They might have change in their ashtrays.
They might, yes, it's true, but don't take it. And
Huh?
Yeah.
They're not going to use it.
You don't know that. They're all unconscious in there.
all
Let's
right,
go.
I think we're good. I'll check these two cabins here to the left and the right. Ben, why don't you take that one, and Rosa, why don't you take that one, and
Okay.
Kyle, if you would mind, just check each of the vehicles out here and make sure no one's hurt.
Okay. And I gesture to Ben and Kyle.
All right, good luck.
Kyle burns
Quickly,
the cars.
quickly, if you don't mind. Quickly. All right, who wants to
Set
go
on
first?
fire with him in it.
I'll go first.
Ben.
Roll for death.
I wasn't gonna go in the cabin.
You step up to one of the cabin
Me
doors,
neither.
the one that has been assigned to you. And of course, that old fear surfaces. The lichen is thick and furry. You wonder how it came to grow so quickly over the entire structure. The door is slightly open, a couple inches.
Inches.
Did you say it's a jar?
No, it's a door.
No, it's a door.
Oh,
I avoided that term.
that's why I said it.
I'm going to pull out my machete,
Let me put this jam in it.
and I'm going to, with the tip of the machete, push the door
Just the
open.
tip?
Just the
Just
tip.
Just to see how it feels.
And use it to clear the open way to make sure nothing is covering the entrance.
No, the gap is actually so the lichen just spreads on surfaces, not
Mhm.
any sort
Not the
of
surface
open
of the
space.
door. Okay.
I thought we were clearing cabins, not the gap.
So yeah,
Anyone want
it's
some pants?
it is not. It has not
Okay.
grown over the opening.
Sorry. The completely covered is why I was terrified to go in them. Okay. So I'm going to make sure that I slip through the gap, not the baby gap. And because I pushed it open, it's a bigger gap now. It's regular.
It's a
And
full-sized gap.
Make sure that none of my body touches any surface at all as I slide into the cabin.
All right. So you enter the dim interior No light is inside here. The only light is from what's coming behind you. But your eyes quickly adjust, and you see the main cabin room, which contains the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, and there's only one exterior or interior room in one corner with the door closed. And the entirety of the interior, walls, ceiling, floor, is covered in the lichen.
Oh, jeez.
And your footfalls as you enter create a creaking and groaning sound from the wood floorboards.
Everything in me is wanting to flee. I want to run. I need to get out of here. But the ranger's right. I have to make sure there's no one in here that needs help. So for the first time in my life, I suck it up. And I focus on the bedroom door and I make a beeline. And don't even hesitate. Just open that door and swing it wide.
Okay. Rosa, what do you do?
It's mandatory.
I know that I have to go in. I know that the ranger is right. I don't want to. I'm afraid of getting sick. I'm afraid of seeing sick people.
Raise
But
your
I know
voice
that-
a little bit if you could.
Oh, sorry. I need to. I know that I need to go in, and I just I really don't want to, but I guess I'll do it. So I go up to the front door.
And
yeah.
this door is firmly shut currently. The green-black lichen reminds you of rust on an old tractor. It's the same sort of shade of gray red.
I'm gonna look in any windows in the front.
The windows are completely covered with the same lichen. You can just make out where the panes of glass would be, but they're completely coated.
So from the windows to the wall.
So the lichen drops down.
I'm going to I guess push on the front door with the axe head.
And
And
it
see
doesn't
if-
budge because it's latched.
Oh no.
Okay. I was hoping.
Chop.
I am not touching that stuff. So I look down and find like a rock
Mm-hmm.
and I pick it up and I'm just gonna like knock on the front door and be like, "Hey, hello, anyone in there?"
Silence.
I'm gonna go around to all the windows. Are any of them, like, I'm gonna go around the cabin. Are there any windows that I can see anything through?
No.
Oh, I have a kerchief.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the kerchief and I'm gonna use it to cover my hand while I open the door.
So you take the kerchief and wrap it around the door handle and unlatch it,
Mm-hmm.
and you smell something curious. It smells like the stump at your farm after your father slaughters the chicken for dinner. It's that same coppery scent
I live on a farm. I think
Yeah.
of blood.
I think I know. Yeah, I think I know what blood smells like. Okay. And I push the door open a little farther, and kind of just poke my head in. Hello? Is there anyone in here that needs some help?
And much like Ben, you see it is an open space with a bedroom at the back. But the bedroom door is wide open.
Lucky.
And even though the lichen has grown everywhere, on every surface, up the countertops, onto furniture, curiously, the bedroom door seems barren. There is only a little bit of the lichen which is growing up towards the base of it.
I'm gonna push the front door all the way open. I'm gonna leave it all the way open. I'm not closing it behind me. And I'm going to very carefully walk through the cabin. I'm clutching my ice axe, and I walk through to the bedroom door, and I just want to peek inside because I want to see if there's anything there that might be stopping this fungus from
Among Us.
yeah, fungus repellent, if you will.
Okay. All right. Kyle, you find yourself in the clearing all by your lonesome, and every chirp of a bird, every rustle of a bush, even as far away as it is, still causes you to whip your head left and right. You feel very on edge right now.
I'm just whipping my hair back and forth. Gonna very gingerly kind of walk over to where one of the vehicles is at.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna use the end of the brush torch to kind of tap on one of the windows and be like, you in there? Hello?
Give me a spot hidden, please.
There it is. I needed a 60. I rolled a 27, which is a hard success.
Nice.
Which is the exact same roll I made last time. What are the odds of that?
Jeez.
I rolled a 27 last time too.
27, baby. You approach the vehicle and nonchalantly tap on the window and ask your question. And then you're like, wait a minute. This vehicle looks familiar. Isn't this your teacher's car? And you look it up and down, left and right, from stem to stern, and you realize that it's parked right next to a tree. But actually, the front end of the car has been accordioned slightly, as if someone had run into the tree with this car. But because of the lichen covering it, you didn't immediately see the damage.
What? On.
Who?
So I'm gonna grab a hold of the brush torch, and I'm going to rear back, and I'm gonna swing it at the window, and I'm gonna try and bust the window open.
It immediately implodes.
Bust it.
And inside, behind the steering wheel, you see a strange leathery looking blanket draped over it. And it seems like the windshield, at least from the interior, is completely shattered. But there's no lichen inside the car.
Gonna reach in through the broken window and open the door, unlatch it from the inside, and just swing the door open so I can climb up into the seat and just take a look around the car.
Okay. And as you do so, you open the door. The blanket slides off the steering wheel. And you see it's Jennifer Olmos. Completely deflated. Give me a sanity roll, please.
She's a blanket.
I needed a 53. I rolled a 79. That's a failure.
Matt.
Please roll d6.
This is not going to go well.
As you
Is
see
she
your
a-
teacher.
I rolled a 4.
All right. So we are in temporary insanity.
He just realized she's a snuggie.
Mm-hmm. So,
Kyle is for his life of crime.
yep. So we're going to check that box to indicate that you are now temporarily insane. And we need to ascribe a bout of madness for you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
So give me a second here, and I'm going to actually, I don't think I've got this queued up, so I'm going to have to look it up here real quick.
Twice in
Crazy
one, huh?
babies, they were born to be
Yeah.
Kyle.
Bout of
So,
madness.
who's looking forward to meeting my new character in the next episode when this one goes crazy?
You're the one that rolled it. Like you have control over it.
All right, let's see. Table. Da-da-da-da.
Mm.
I know we got a D100 table somewhere in the Keepers rule book, so I just got to pick that up.
Keepers.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Hi, amongst yourselves.
So, who's looking forward to meeting my next character in the next episode when this one goes crazy?
I
Better
think
than
we're
being a
meeting
shroom.
all of our characters next episode. All of our new.
I'm thinking of going goth for my next character.
Yes. Was goth wasn't a thing in
the
the
emo
70s.
kid.
Yeah,
And all you want to
He
do
was
is
goth
smoke
before it was goth.
Yeah.
exactly.
Pre-goth.
rooms.
Nobody understands me.
Right?
All right.
Syria.
Go serious, you guys.
I'm just like different.
Oh, wait, there it is. Page 156.
Why did you check that car first?
Bout of madness. There we go. Sample manias.
Yeah, you haven't seen the
Simple
deflate gate yet, have you?
Amnesia.
You didn't see the
All right,
goats.
Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
D10.
That was you and me, Brian.
Yeah. So this is his
8.
first deflate.
8, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Flee in panic. When the investigator comes to their senses, they are far away, perhaps lost in the wilderness or on a train or a long-distance bus.
Probably the wilderness, I would guess.
Building the skills.
I don't think he'd go all the way back to town to get on a bus.
Exactly right. So
Yeah.
I like this, though. I like this to a certain extent. So,
This works.
yeah. Kyle, when you see your teacher of several years reduced to a skin sack,
This is my jerky blanket.
jerky blanket, snap into a Slim Jim, you are immediately engulfed with a fear that you've never known. And your immediate reaction is to flee the scene. And you do so.
But thankfully, you run all the way up to the nexus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just
Now
went
do
down
we
the
choose
closest
what
trail,
direction he goes in?
which happens to be the trail that leads up the mountain.
Yeah. We find him at the spring. He's like, "Where were you guys?"
What took you so long? Ben,
Me?
So you find yourself at the bedroom door and open it up. I assume is that what you said?
Yeah, oh yeah. Right to it.
You open it up. The door creaks and a bit of dust settles down from the door as if it had been hermetically sealed
Oh.
and you just broke the seal.
Gotta pee all night. Oh.
And beyond is an empty bedroom. It actually has been spared the lichen because the door was closed.
Oh, okay. Didn't go under. Okay.
And it seems like somebody had been here at one point. The bed is unmade, the blankets torn off the bed as if someone had woken up suddenly and departed.
Okay.
The closet is open. There are a few empty hangers there.
Okay.
You know that these cabins were used for vacation purposes.
Right.
Could have been anybody, really, and you're not even
Okay.
sure to what extent they were populated. So it
Well,
could be unused.
with my newfound confidence, I feel like I just grew 2 more inches. I stand up straight. I about face, and I head right back to the door. Not running. Walking with a purpose. And I'm going to go out and deliver my findings to Kyle to show him I can be brave. I can do this.
Okay. And you reach the front stoop of the cabin, and you don't see Kyle anywhere. You simply see one car with its door wide open.
Okay.
And you hear someone screaming in the distance.
So you just hear that same high-pitched wail that you heard back at the springs.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything is silence.
A seal, now a whale?
Chosen one.
Rosa,
Yeah.
you make your way towards the bedroom with the open door
Mm-hmm.
and peek your head in cautiously. The scent of that blood, like an old penny, is now tickling the back of your throat. So you're not at all surprised when you see that the lichen has grown into the bedroom, but in a sparse manner. Up onto the wall, over the dresser, onto the bed, the ceiling, inside the open closet, coating the clothes hangers, everything just shellacked, except one spot on the wall
Your shillelagh.
where you can see somebody has written something in blood. And the lichen doesn't get within 5 inches of it, so you can clearly make it out. You don't
Okay, that's
understand
it.
it, but
Drink your Ovaltine.
We sacrifice Razor Rick. Okay. Got it.
We sacrifice Razor Rick.
the phrase is, you believe it's Latin. I assume you don't speak Latin,
No.
but I'm going to go ahead and share this with you anyways, because you can at least see what it is.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and create a handout here. Actually, do I have a handout? No, I do not. So I'll do a new handout. Give me a second.
So in order to speak Latin, that would have to be one of the chosen options.
One of the languages, I think.
So I believe every skill has 1%.
Yeah.
Is it? I see language
So
own. but I don't see
Yeah.
another language. I think that
you don't
have to be-
necessarily have it.
right. It would have to be in the ad,
It'd be
like where
language
science and the
other.
reach, where the
Right.
reach is at. I think you'd
Yeah,
have to add
it'd
that
be-
if you know
yeah.
Latin.
Yeah, it's
I have-
another skill.
Yeah, I have language Spanish.
Oh, gotcha. Perfect. Okay.
So by default, your language Latin is
So by
like
default, you
1%.
speak Latin.
Yeah, because it's a Romance language.
All right, I'm showing this to you now. And go ahead and do your best to try to pronounce this.
Okay. I do speak Latin, actually.
Oh, nice.
Ut ex rescat inducem vires. Vires.
Okay.
New from Catalan.
That is what you see written on the wall. Go ahead and roll D100 to see if you understand
to see
it.
if I get a 1.
Spend the luck. You shouldn't even roll yet.
Right?
Push the roll. Oh.
Yeah,
No.
okay. I don't think I. Wow. Wow, I got a 14.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Push
the
How much luck you got?
I got 38.
Oh, no.
Might be a little too early for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up to you. Totally up to you.
Yeah.
I have
don't think
75. I
I'm
might
going
have done
to-
it, but
I'm going to do. Is there any? Like, I'm kind of thinking that maybe I have a notebook in my backpack, and I could just copy down what it says.
nice.
Sure.
I like it.
Sure.
Yeah, and then see if anyone else can tell what it says.
Okay.
I like it.
And I will say also that Rosa stares at this curiously, and there's something about the word viriditas that strikes a chord with you. It sounds familiar, looks familiar, but you can't quite place it because you didn't have formal Latin training. But it's just one of those things that maybe in your readings that you stumbled across at some point and it triggers something. And so your overall feeling is this phrase, that word in particular, it must have some sort of innate power because the lichen does not grow over it. It is avoiding it.
I think I'd assume it was the blood,
Same.
but
Might be the blood as well.
yeah.
Who knew? All we had to do was walk up to the mushrooms and yell, "The power of Christ compels you," and they would have left.
Well, actually, okay. So,
Exorcist?
I'm gonna walk
some
out the
pea
door,
soup.
and I'm gonna take the edge of my axe because I'm assuming the blade is pretty sharp, and I'm just gonna make a little nick on my arm and drip some of the blood on the lichen and see if it does anything.
Ooh, interesting.
Ah.
All right.
Ting tang, walla walla, bing bang.
So a drop of your blood
Go talk to the witch doctor.
splatters to the ground,
Ooh.
Come on.
and nothing seems to happen.
Oh.
Rosa, why don't you give me an occult roll?
All right.
Cut off your hand. No.
Cut off your hand.
We have to find it.
Yeah. It's under L for
There it is.
occult.
Oh no, I actually have a 40 in occult.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, poop.
Yeah, I got a 62.
I don't have to, but thanks for asking.
So
Oh, good.
I'm
know,
pushing that
he-
roll.
I went,
I'm pushing
I went
that
before
roll.
tell me how
the
you're pushing it
podcast.
before you roll.
Matt,
Oh,
pushing the roll.
Woo.
does it have to do with the words?
I don't know.
Because, like, the way I was thinking about maybe pushing it was, oh, you know what I could do? I could take the words that I wrote in my little journal, and I'm going to, like, hold them up to the fungus and see if it does anything. I don't know. It's a.
Okay.
I don't know if that's if that would be an occult push or not.
I'm trying to think. I mean, that's more of an experiment than anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Should just try screaming them at the
so you-
fungus and see if anything happens.
You try. Yeah, that's actually a little bit better.
Screaming the words. Because you pronounced
I-
them well. You just don't know what
Yeah.
they mean.
Well,
Well, think about this.
I
What if
did,
you
but-
what if you used some other innate power you have to help propel those words?
Yeah.
The power of friendship.
I believe you
well,
all share
the
a certain
fungus does
power.
not have lips, so I cannot read those lips.
I believe you all share a certain power.
Yeah.
Yeah, the power
Yeah.
of friendship. I just went over this, Jeremy.
I could so
Why don't you reach
Yeah.
out and see if you can find something?
yeah. Well, I'm gonna
Like
use
friendship.
the reach. I'm gonna use the reach. And I'm going to send it. Can I send it to both of them, or can I only send it to
No,
one?
both.
The reach doesn't work as a send,
Okay.
Oh.
but you have within you that well of power.
Okay. So I'm going to
Reach
think them really
inside.
hard. Yeah, I'm going to like just think them really hard.
Think what?
The words I think Rosa would probably ut exerasa in lucem viridis, because her native tongue is English, but she speaks Spanish.
Right.
Mhm.
Which is
That's how
based
I'd
off
say it if
Latin. Yep.
That's how I would say it if I was speaking Spanish, probably.
And so are you thinking this at the lichen, or are you also saying it?
I'm thinking
combining
I'm
it.
thinking it in general, and I'm probably gonna say it like I'm going to mutter the words maybe under my breath, and I'm looking at the lichen. I've bent down to look at where my blood hit the lichen.
And
And so-
tapping that well of power within you.
Yeah, so I'm just
Reaching
gonna
inside.
direct my energy towards the lichen.
Great. That's the sound bite I was hoping to get for my edit later. While Brian was talking and Matt was talking.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Please roll occult as you push this.
All right. Watch me die horribly, guys.
Yeah.
You can't tie first. That's my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 56. I'm gonna spend the luck for that. So that is 16
You
luck.
can't spend luck on a
On a
push roll.
push.
Oh, not on a push, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna die
So-
horribly, guys.
You concentrate and mutter those words under your breath at the spot where your blood had seeped into the lichen. And you feel that well of power within you. Your words mingle with the reach. And a force projects itself from you at this alien intrusion into your world. And for a moment, you think you've solved it. This is the way to push it back. But then you feel a much stronger force pushing back toward you.
Oh no.
And you realize in horror that you've just alerted and invited unwanted and undue attention from whatever this thing is.
Oh, cool.
Fear envelops you, and you stumble blindly back towards the entrance. You're going to take 1 point of sanity damage right off the bat.
Okay.
And you drop your notebook. Completely forgotten. Never to be recovered.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
As you scramble out the front door and see Ben at the next cabin over and Ranger Rickenbacker at the next cabin over, looking at you in disbelief. Rosa, are you okay? And he rushes over to help you off your knees where you've stumbled.
I saw
I'm sorry?
I saw words in the
Words?
Yeah, they were written on the wall in and I thought maybe this stuff the fungus or whatever, mushrooms or the fuzzy stuff was not getting near the words.
Was there anybody in there? Are they hurt?
I didn't see anyone.
Okay.
I didn't see anyone.
Well,
It looked like you told me to look.
Rosa, I appreciate that. Are you okay? You're shaking all over. Ben, come over here.
Come running over.
Where's Kyle?
I
I didn't see Kyle, but I went right in my cabin, and there's no one in there. It's safe. It's okay.
Mine were empty as well. Okay, let me check in here real quick. Stay here with Rosa. Would you, Ben?
Sure.
Keep an eye out for Kyle. Kyle.
Ben,
Hey, Kyle.
I think
Fuck you.
something might know we're here.
What happened to your arm?
There was something written on the wall, and the fuzzy stuff was not touching it, and so I thought maybe it was written in blood.
Oh,
I thought maybe it was blood that was keeping the thing away, but I tried dripping a little blood on some of the fuzzy stuff, but it didn't.
And it
go away.
worked?
No, it didn't.
Oh.
And then I tried.
Let me try. Chop.
And then I tried saying the words that were written on the wall, but I mean, they were in a language I don't know, and I wrote them in a notebook, and I got so scared, and I dropped the notebook.
It's okay.
And I'm sorry.
Here, let's go over to this truck. No.
Let's go roll around in the fungus.
After a moment, Ranger Rickenbacker comes back out. His face is white. I think we gotta keep moving. That there's something growing in there.
Well, I mean, like the fuzzy stuff. I mean, it's growing everywhere.
Rosa, are you okay to keep going? Because
let's go. I think we should keep moving. Did you see the words?
No, it's full. I mean, it's full.
It's full of what?
The cabin is full of fungus.
I mean, yeah, it's on everything except on those
not
words.
on. In. It's growing. And he opens up the cabin door, and you see as if smoke or cotton candy was filling the blank interior of the cabin.
Oh my god. We need to go.
Where's Kyle?
Have you seen him?
I haven't.
No, he was supposed to be out here looking at the cart.
Maybe he went ahead. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, we need to go.
All right.
I hope maybe he went up the trail ahead of us.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
we'll
what I'm
find
hoping
him.
too. Let's
Maybe Jeremy will let us have picked the way that he runs.
No.
Leaving the relatively flat area of the cabins behind, your hike becomes more difficult as the terrain begins to climb. To your right, the creek burbles downhill in the other direction. Even through the obscuring brush, you can spot the telltale red splash of the toadstools populating the water's banks.
Holy crap.
As the tree line eventually thins, rocky outcroppings begin to appear.
Oh.
At first, you're able to walk briskly, making good time even as the heat rises. However, when you're just a quarter mile from I'm gonna fuck this up. When you're just a quarter mile from Nohokwai's nexus, you're unexpectedly faced with a steep wall of craggy mountain stone that extends as far as the eye can see in either direction to the left and right. Below, back the way you came, you glimpse furtive movement beneath the foliage, indicative of something following in pursuit.
Oh boy.
It would take far too long to find a way around this impasse, so it seems the only way forward is to go up. Guys, how are you good with climbing?
I don't know. I climb. I mean, we climb trees all the time.
That's good. That's good. Well, you see up there, there are like these little cracks and outcroppings that we should be able to just use as handholds and toe holds.
I've never climbed a rock face before, sir.
Well, are you familiar with rocks at all?
Yeah, I am actually a lot.
He's
Oh.
more familiar with rock pumps than he is actual rocks.
Yeah, I
though.
created a rock pump, sir.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. Maybe you can help us. If we can identify which of these rocks would be most stable to climb upon, that might help us out immensely.
Okay.
We could try to. Yeah, we could try to figure out the safest way up.
Would you
But I
guys?
think we gotta hurry because there's
Yes.
something behind us.
I agree.
It could be Kyle. Kyle, is that you?
Kyle's a snake.
I don't think that's Kyle. I don't think that's Kyle. I think we should
Let's
go.
just go and pee. Let's go.
Guys, I think I found a route. But can you follow me? You got to put your hands and your feet where I put mine, okay?
Okay.
Not at the same time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
near impossible.
Okay.
So, Ben, as you survey this steep incline, and it's not a
Mhm.
sheer
Right.
face,
right,
it's actually just a very steep incline.
Yeah.
You know that this part of the mountain is a mix of granite, serpentinite, mixed molten, and volcanic rock.
Okay.
And you feel a little bit more relaxed as you can see
Mhm.
familiar types and strains of rock. And instantly you know, like, this is going to be a little bit better. Obviously, the
Sturdy.
granite is going to be a little bit better than the volcanic
rock.
because that
Yep.
could snap off. So you're able to shout down behind you as you are the first to climb up,
Cool.
and let people know what they should be holding on to.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the way that this is going to work is, first off, you're going to need a geology roll to
Oh, geez.
correctly
You're gonna have to roll drive
identify
auto.
It's kind of the same thing.
path.
Mhm.
All right.
Man, if only you had somebody there who had a 40 in climb.
Yeah. Geology first. I need a 50, rolled a 52, but I'm going to spend
Push
it.
it.
that
Do it.
roll.
I'm spending it. For that, that's so close. I'm going to spend that
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah.
All right, so you spend 2 points of luck, and we'll let's make this into a narrative, and we'll say that
Cool.
Ben is very confident in his skills. He's looking over his shoulder as he climbs back to Lupine, and at the bottom, of course, Ranger Ricken. I'm sorry, back to Rosa, and below Rosa is Ranger Rickenbacker.
Mhm.
Very slowly, very unsurely, seeking out a place to put his hands. And Rosa seems a little bit better at this because Rosa's been watching where you have been hanging on to.
Good.
And it's near the top that Ben reaches out to what he thinks is a serpentinite outcropping, and it snaps off in his hand. And Rosa, just below him, puts up one hand to help you steady your unbalanced, clinging to the side of the rock with one hand.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ben. I'm sorry I put a hand on your butt. I'm sorry.
I go, oh, sorry. Sorry, we're both sorry.
Oh, he pooped.
You
Nervous
started a
toots.
little bit.
That little push gives me the extra boost I needed to reach up and grab
Right,
the very
get
top.
some
granite piece.
propulsion.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And Ben
Gas
reaches
powered.
the very top and reaches down to hoist Rosa up, and then the two of you reach down
Run.
to help Ranger
Oh.
Rick and Tucker
Mm-hmm.
get to the
And then we
very top.
pelt Ranger Rick with rocks.
And as he
Fucking nerd. Get off my mountain.
as he achieves the ground where you're standing, his last kick unearths a chunk of rock that tumbles back into the brush and you realize that it would have been a really nice 25 to 30 feet drop once you're all the way up, and that would have hurt big
Yeah.
time. But
Still
Before
can't
thankfully,
we didn't look.
yeah, you feel a little dizzy just looking down.
Yeah.
But thankfully, Ben's knowledge of rock and Rosa's assistance helped you guys get to the very top without any incident.
Nice.
And at long last, you reach the pinnacle where, as you'd hoped, a deep well of water has formed on the plateau, constantly fed from a massive fissure in the mountainside. This small reservoir gushes in several directions, creating streams and creeks that feed the hot springs. It's the perfect place to lace the water with myconazole. However, before you can celebrate your success at having reached the peak, a shadow bursts from the undergrowth at the edge of the reservoir. "You left me to die," shrieks Randy Harrington as he rushes at your group with outstretched, clenched hands. "Underground, alone, for centuries." Bloody foam flies from his lips as he speaks, voice rising in a mix of anger and terror. His eyes, or what's left of them, melt down his cheeks in rivulets of jellied gore. In the hollow
jelly.
sockets of his skull, nothing left except a profound blackness. And yet, he can still see.
Jelly.
Tune in next time as we play another reel of the Lovecraft Tapes.
But did he blink?
But did he blink? All
Do-do-do-do.
right, guys. Anything new in your investigator journal? Did you have
No.
anything new?
I'm sure we didn't.
I
saw
sort
something there.
sort
I was
of
too busy
maybe
dying.
one-ish. I guess it's not really like a supposition anymore because Matt or Kyle saw that it was Jennifer Olmos, but
Oh, yeah.
is it possible that was the point of infection kind of
Okay.
like, is that where people got started?
Right. And you do know that Jennifer almost did live at the cabin.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
at one of the cabinets. Yeah, that's where she
I
said.
definitely totally knew that. Hmm.
So yeah, obviously that probably was the case. So that was a good observation. At whether or not it was the ground zero, you're not
I
quite
wonder
certain
what
yet.
she was doing there then to maybe summon this stuff.
Well, it looked like
Or-
maybe she also hit something. So maybe
Oh, broke something
with her
loose.
car.
Yeah,
So maybe she like opened something up, or
Mhm.
that could be.
Mhm.
Huh. We'll never know.
probably
I'm dead.
we're not even gonna know about the car because we can't.
We're not gonna
We're not
know.
gonna find Kyle.
Uh,
So
Okay. Anything else? Anything else that was previously there that you now have more information on?
yeah. Randy's not dead. Killed Randy? Question mark.
no, Randy's very dead.
He's pretty
I think.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Define
quite
dead.
the same.
He's
He's,
something.
he's feeling
something.
better.
He's not dead yet.
So the tree could have been the catalyst for the infection opening up from underground and releasing whatever was buried under the forest floor. And that spread down. So we're going up where maybe it started,
Mhm.
thinking we're going away from all of it when we might be running right towards it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just hoping that, like, if I'm assuming that the groundwater has to be seeping down from the water that all these trees are getting is seeping down
Yeah. What if it's in the water already?
from the Perfect.
So we'll see if our powder works.
Yeah.
If not, we'll watch the movie Powder and we'll just call it good.
Okay.
Do some powder.
And we'll do some cocaine.
No.
Do some lines.
Let's do some coke.
Some coke.
Let's do some Fresca.
That's just crazy. Straight Fresca, no
Cool.
cuts.
Well, guys,
That's
na-
dangerous stuff.
dangerous shit, man. Now it's time for some hashtag recommendos where we share some of our geeky obsessions. So please roll D100.
I did.
Do it. Do it.
Fiddy-fo.
All right. It's going to be me, Brian, Lupin, and Matt.
Woo.
All right. I'll go first. So, as a child of the 80s, I grew up listening to and loving prog rock, even before I knew what the term meant.
Mhm.
On the bus to school each morning, the driver had a radio station cranked with Pink Floyd, Moody Blues, and Alan Parsons Project tunes. Just recently, the band Asia released Recollections, a tribute to British prog. Now, I'm not ordinarily a fan of albums containing cover songs because inevitably the renditions don't do the originals justice. Well, I stand corrected. Actually, I sit corrected.
You're sitting.
Asia does a fantastic job of covering Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Genesis, The Byrds, Jethro Tull, Yes, and many more. They managed to evoke what was magical about each of these songs while adding a little something extra to give it that modern flair. If you don't quite recall who Asia is, go to your favorite music streaming service, millennials, and type in Heat of the Moment. If you haven't heard that track before, I envy you this new experience. If you have heard it before, then welcome back, my prog rock friend. Once you're caught up, I encourage you to give Recollections a listen. You won't be sorry.
Unless you are sorry.
It was the heat of the moment.
moment.
I thought Asia was a continent.
Punching you in
Wrong.
your face. Okay.
All right, Brian, let us know what your recommendation
I'm
is.
going to recommend paper. No. It's
I'm
actually...
going to recommend scissors because scissors beats paper.
It's not far off, actually. Yeah, but I beat Rock. Huh?
The Rock?
PPD. Photo
He
Paper
said
Direct.
PP.
I have a project that I recently had to complete and didn't have time to send out in order to a t-shirt company in order to make what I needed for a production that I'm producing. So I went looking and searching for the good old fashioned that I haven't done since probably the 80s, is iron-ons. We used to do that all the time as kids. But you'd order the iron-on already printed, and then you would iron it on. And we'd put them on everything. Now, in this modern day and age, you can get LaserJet and inkjet paper that is vinyl iron-ons. So very thin vinyl, permanent once applied. My order arrived yesterday. We applied them to t-shirts today, and my actors were wearing them this afternoon. I could not believe how easy it was to do this, and now my brain is swimming with the opportunities that I could make and create on anything. Hats and shirts and duffel bags and basically anything you can imagine that would take a transfer onto it, you can make with this. The company obviously sells everything else, and I have a large photo printer, large format photo printer, so I can do 13 by 19, and they actually have, by $10 less, the same paper that I would order from a different supplier, or the same photo paper. So I went to their website tonight, and I'm going to actually start purchasing directly from them. Anything over $50 is free shipping. So if you're in the market to do a fun weekend project, if you have kids, they would love it. They can design their own thing. You can print it on there and then put it on their clothes. It's amazing. So check them out, PPD, Photo Paper Direct, and give them a try. It was so easy. The quality is really good.
Nice. Yeah, I remember doing those back in the day, and I think even into like the late 90s is when I think I picked up some. I had a color printer, and I was able to print out stuff.
Oh,
and
okay,
do
nice.
It wasn't that great.
Wasn't
Not as
good.
as
Yeah,
it was okay.
Yeah.
But
Well, they sell light for like very light t-shirts, so light paper that's made for t-shirts that are white or a lighter color. But they also sell the dark for darker t-shirts.
nice.
So if you're printing something that has white on it, you want the darker because it'll keep the white. Otherwise, that white will dissipate and reveal the color of the shirt behind it if you choose the light color, which I chose first. And it didn't work because I had red shirts. So all my old design, almost all of it disappeared except for like the outline. So I'm like, okay, so that doesn't work.
Dang it.
But, I'll still use that for when we need it for lighter materials. So
Very cool. Awesome. All right, thanks, Brian. We'll check that out. And Lupine, you're up next.
All right. Today, for y'all, I have another podcast. Because I listen to far too many podcasts. That's actually how I'm here in the first place. Anyway, today I have the podcast Tower 4. It's by Seven Land Productions, and it is a really fun, spooky podcast about a dude who they're in Yellowstone, and he has signed up to be one of the fire watcher people. I don't know what they call them, but basically live in a tower and look for forest fires. And he's signed up to be this like over the fall and winter, and because the park is closed then, and he starts hearing these weird things. Like, he's actually in the tower at this point, and he's sitting there and he's hearing weird things on the radio. He's having crazy dreams. He's hearing like creepy giant things moving in the forest at night. He's asking the people who there's I guess sort of a regular. She's been doing another character that's been doing this fire watching thing for years now, and so he talks to her, and they talk over the radio. That's how a lot of the exposition happens, because otherwise he'd literally be talking to himself. But so he's asking her if she's heard these things, and she's like, no, I haven't heard. There's no drilling, there's no quarry in the forest, they're not knocking down trees or anything. and it's just super creepy because he's out in the forest alone, and he's farther than anyone can get without I think in the first one he had to hike out there, and the hike itself was like a day long. So he would be he'd be pretty SOL if he ever needed something from someone. And he's just it's a nice little crazy what's out there in the woods kind of story, and I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, that's Tower 4. And I found it on like Apple Podcasts.
Cool. Very nice. It does sound super familiar. I may have started that a long time ago, but I don't remember. I remember the setup, but
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Thank you, Lupine. And Matthew, you're up last, buddy.
Oh boy. So today I'm going to recommend the game that has been sucking up quite a bit of my time lately. It's called Nerds, and what it is in essence is a multiplayer competitive game of solitaire for you and up to 5 of your friends. So it's you and anywhere from 1 other to 5 other people all simultaneously playing this card game, all, trying to... It sounds a little weird when I try and explain it without actually seeing it. So it looks a little like solitaire. You have your own deck and you have your own, slots on your board where you build your stacks, except you have an extra pile, which is called your Nerds pile. And the goal of the game is to clear that as fast as possible. Along with that pile, there is also a central playing area for all the players where you build your stacks up. So you go from ace to 2 to 3 all the way up. So you're trying to get through your pile by building stacks on your individual board and playing cards to these communal piles. At the same time, trying to, watch what everyone else is doing and trying to time your opportunities. And I make it sound more complicated than it is. Once you play 1 or 2 games, it's really easy to pick up on. I've been playing a lot with a couple of our patrons and Discord friends, namely Atulia and Prophet of Woe. And we are all still terrible at it, but for some reason we can't stop. It's literally turned into, no, it's fine, we'll do 1 more. And then like 6 games later, we're like, it's fine, this is the last one.
It's 4 a.m.
Yeah, but it's really is a simple concept. Once you play a couple of games to get it under your belt, you're not going to want to stop. I know I don't. Always look forward to playing this whenever anybody wants to hop on and play a couple of rounds. The best part is it's free. So it is literally a free game. So there's no barrier to entry here. So go get it, learn up. Let me know if you want to play, because I'm always down to play some Nerds. Go get it.
We've gathered you here today, Matt, because we need to talk to you about an issue that you have.
Your Nerds addiction.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Nerds for nerds.
But it is a really good game.
I just need some more nerds, man.
Just a little bit of Nerds. Just a quick hit. All right, thanks, Matt. We'll check that out. And that's it for this episode of the Lovecraft Tapes. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you prefer. If you like what you hear, please leave us a review. Meanwhile, visit lovecrafttapes.com for up-to-date information about our podcast, and subscribe to our live streams at twitch.tv/lovecrafttapes or youtube.com/lovecrafttapes. You can chat with me in real time at discord.lovecrafttapes.com.
And I am once again asking you for ideas for a new character. Hit me up on Mastodon at The Real Weird Kid.
I'm glad I have lifts now. I'm glad I have lifts now. I'm Lupine. You can go to my Linktree, Linktree/LupineVent, all one word, and find out what other cool stuff I'm doing.
Woo!
And yeah, that's the thing. Do that. Drop me a note, because
Or else.
there's a note there. I'm sorry, brain not work.
If you guys want to reach out to me, you can climb up to the well at the top of your closest mountain and shout up to me because I'm right above you, and I'll let you know which handholds to use.
Until next time, roll 4. Come and get your love.
Come and get your love.
I'm dead.
I'm dead. Hey guys,
Dead,
I'm
y'all.
dead.
All right,
Oh, no,
thanks
here's
to
Kyle.
everybody who watched the live
Thank
stream tonight.
you.
Crow,
Yep.
what's up?
Thank
Beyond Peril,
you.
Justin, Chiru, Atulia, all the people who subscribed, appreciate that.
All the peoples.
And I guess we had like a hype train or something going on. So that's something,
Yeah.
I guess.
All
Is
over
that
the
something? I don't know.
world.
No. What are you talking about?
Not anymore.
Damn
Yeah.
millennials.
Mm.
You with your hype trains.
Watch it.
Okay, boomer.
Second boomers.
All right. Everybody have a great
You
night,
are?
and we'll see you next week for the finale. So.
Or will we?
Or